This is the Pumpkin Queen, Sage Sin Supreme, and you're watching Comic Cult TV.
Hi, Kevin Eastman, co-creator of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and I'm talking to all the fans on Comic Cult TV.
Slack here and XPW at the beautiful disaster, saying what's up to Comic Cult TV. No God, only Slack!
Yo, what's up? This is Frangaboom. That's right, you are watching Comic Cult TV. Like and subscribe if you haven't. Do it now!
Face front, Comic Cult Nation. Welcome to a very special edition of The Dirty Dozen. We're not going to have our standard format because we're joined by comic book royalty. It was so great and so gracious the last time, and we had fun, just the three of us chopping it up. And his book drops in stores next week, but issue 2 is on FOC this weekend. The one, the only, Dolan.
Nice to meet you guys. Thank you for having me back. Like you said, I had a lot of fun last time. I'm hoping we have just as much fun, if not more fun, this time. Thanks for having me back.
Secret Squirrel, I know you got some troubles going on, but kudos to you for being a trooper and toughing through it. And just, if you got to dip out, go ahead, brother.
What's up, Comic Cult Nation? Yeah, it's a bit rough of a day. I'm going to be here. I may get a phone call, and I'm going to have to jump off and let Dolan and Spoiler talk for a little while without me. But I will be here for the duration of this. I just might have to dip out for a second. But yeah, it's going to be awesome. Loved having you last time. Loved having you this time. I read the first one before our last interview. I read the second one now before this one.
So, legit, be honest. I've been telling everyone, please be honest with you. I mean, I got one review from one person. She's a bit on the art extreme side. Like, she wasn't a fan of it because she thought it was too exploitive. Because it's pretty graphic what happens. What would you say?
I would call it being honest with women weapons.
Okay.
like straight up when they said manipulation, yeah, that was 100%. That's just how it is. And I can see maybe a little it went a little over the top, but that's what I'm looking for. A lot of blood. Those certain adult only scenes are awesome. You're not afraid to put that in there. The story was good. I'm really interested. The whole spit at the end, I was like, so I'm a little interested in where that's going to go. But yeah,
trust me. What's going on with her with Aurelia? I'm working on that with my editor. With the plans we got. Oh, no one's going to see it coming. No.
I mean, she was playing the whole teacher roll up and everything. Like, it was absolutely. That final page, I was like, where did that come from?
Living in a house full of women, and my wife, she loves comics, and the number one gripes we go about is create, a strong female character without gender swapping it, and you nailed it right there, man. I mean, you gave us a little bit of Wonder Woman, a whole lot of 300. The only part that made me go, ugh, was when she turns 18 and initially gets thrown in the slammer with that dude. That was the only part. Yeah, that was the only part that made me go, oh, but it was, oh, in the same way 300 was, oh, So I got no complaints. It's everything that I grew up on, and I love, and I think that the industry needs more of.
Thank you. Yeah, I really, it's funny you say that because I listened to Rob Liefeld's podcast, and he agrees with you and me, and when he says the industry has lost its balls. Yep. Yeah, absolutely. A lot of the creators have lost their balls, and I want to bring those balls back.
Well, that the homeboy lost his balls on the Kickstarter copy edition. But no, I was able to, or the owner was able to scoop up some of the signed COA editions, and those things went gangbusters, man. Just total gangbusters. So
Awesome.
it's a great way to whet everybody's appetite and get ready because, you know, Merc, you guys got a big week next week. You got Born of Blood, you got Artist Elite, and you got Death Rage all dropping. So you guys got to be just super amped right now.
I'm amped. I'm nervous. I've talked with Aaron Sparrow, who's the creative director at Merc. We talked about doing a day of release live stream, which I think is pretty fun.
Yep.
We're trying to work out the logistics of it. I do know I talked with Ernie, who runs our brick and mortar store. I think I may be doing an in-store signing on Tuesday night because I know he ordered a lot. So I'll probably be there signing, remarking. He may have Tristan Thompson showing up at the store. We'll see what happens. I don't know. I can't confirm anything. But I do know I'm going to try to work with Ernie to be at the store Tuesday night for a signing.
Very nice. If you're ever in the high desert in Southern California, you have an open invitation.
And I've said, yeah, I'm willing to come. So yeah.
Ernie's a
If
funny
Frag
guy.
is there,
watch
I
him.
am there. So yeah.
You know Ernie Squirrel?
I've seen him on the Comics Elite page
okay.
doing stuff, waffles and all these other crazy things, different flaker shows and everything, selling his comics on Facebook. I was like, yeah, I've seen him on there. He's a funny guy.
So, needless to say, issue 2 takes a hard right after the events of issue 1. So, enough about that. I mean, we'll get to that. But how did you get your break into the industry?
Oh, I mean, really, I mean, honestly, it's going to go all the way back to probably 2017, 2018.
All the way back?
What's that?
That's 5 years.
Yeah. I met Stuart Sager, and good friend of mine. I love Stuart. We chat all the time, and he and his wife operate out of Noblesville, Indiana. They do once a year thing. It's a comic book writing illustrating competition.
Nice.
Where and it's a 24-hour. It's a comic book in a day, where you have 24 hours to write, draw, everything, a comic book story. So I got invited to do that with my friend Kenna, who's a professional she's a professional artist. She's a professional horse and camel illustrator. And so I worked to her strengths. We told stories involving camels, horses, very funny stories, like what if they could talk and have conversations, you know. And then we did 3 stories together. The third one we did with squirrels won most creative, won best comic of the year for them. And I told this to Sean. You know, I've been competing. I showed him the OA. I've got all the OA at home. I have these original stories I did and wrote. And so then Sean, I told him about this, and I told him about I liked Death Rage, the past that he was alluding to with Sparta. I said that's the most interesting part. I want to see where this all started. And I came in the office one day, like this office. This is Sean's chair. This office. I came into the store right here, walking by, and Sean points to me. He's like, "Hey, Drew, come in." And he says, "Hey, we're going to talk about doing an origin story for the Merc publishing line. Talk about doing a female Spartan story. Would you be interested in writing it, creating it?" I'm like, yeah. So sure. And he introduced me to Murphy, and he told Murphy I had been writing comic book stories in local comic book day competitions. And literally, I sat right over here past these monitors. I just started writing. I just started pumping away, doing research into Sparta, Mediterranean, the whole region, the history, trying to get a good, firm grasp on the story. And eventually, I think I told a kick-ass story.
Yes, you did. You did. You nailed it right on the head, man. What I like most about your style, and I voiced this to you off camera, sometimes less is more. And your writing style is succinct, to the point. You get in, you get out. I compared you to Mike Barron, a young Mike Barron. And I think exactly, you know, that's a breath of fresh air rather than, you know, thumbing through your most recent pages of X-Men and you're getting 9 panels, 3 balloons each. Their lips are moving, but nobody's saying nothing. And you know that when there's a word balloon, I better pay attention because there's something important in here.
Exactly. It's not dialogue for the sake of dialogue. It's captions and dialogue to further the story. It's with a purpose. And fortunately, I'm in a fortunate position where I'm able to read every book every week, and I'm able to see what works and what doesn't work. And I don't want to have death by dialogue. It's not going to happen. And I understand I've got a great artist and a great art team, and I want to show them off. And I know it's a partnership, and I want us to tell a kick-ass story. And if the artist can come across what I can't in words, go for it. Have at it. And I think we have, and I think I've got a great artist, and I'm able to get across the story what I can, and what dialogue there is there.
Nice. Squirrel, did you have something? I saw you saying something, and I didn't want to step on you again.
Oh no! I was in full agreement. There's been same situation every week, reading through things, and some of them are just a slog. It's like, you got a whole page of nothing but words, and like one or two little, like, where's my pictures in my funny books? Come on now. Like, I went to public school. I'm not all about that reading so good.
It's like, I'm not writing a novel. I don't want to write a novel. That's the whole point.
No, yeah, it drives the story. It lets the action be the action. And you're pushing it with the dialogue just enough that all of the panels and all the action speaks for itself. And I like it.
I always have 300 by my side. I always have the book 300 by my side, and I'm always trying to figure out, okay, do I have too much dialogue? I don't want to have too much, and I really feel like it's the appropriate amount of good balance of art to dialogue with my stories.
Yeah, man. I mean, Frank Miller does a lot with just so little, and it's refreshing to see this new crop of writer. And so far, I can only think of you. That goes that route, less is more sometimes. Oh my gosh, look at those covers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. The 1 in 25 there is just the skimpy down version of the cover A.
Yeah, Shikari, man. Shikari, he's killing it.
Yeah, that's what the 1 in 50 is, Shikari, right?
Yeah.
And then Ashmati did the A and 1 in 25.
Yeah, I know Ashmati did the one in the middle. He did the 1 in 25, but I forget who did the B. I pulled it up. That wasn't Ashmati.
No.
Where is it at? So many windows.
Man, Merck has the best crop of artists in the biz right now, man. I hope you guys got these guys locked down to exclusives.
I think Sean. I think. Don't quote me. I think Sean is trying to lock down Shikari, but I do. That's Tony Santiago who did that variant right there on the left, cover B.
Yeah, that's nice. I like that one too.
So this is going to 4 issues or 6 issue miniseries?
It's going to be 6.
6.
5 are done. 5 already been submitted. I'm waiting for Aaron to give the go ahead on issue 6. We're going to have a meeting to discuss my plot outlines for issue 6, where it's going to go. We're going to include, and so I really think, because Joe Carl is my main editor, he likes what I'm pushing for issue 6. What I'm going to bring in, because we're going to get I don't want to spoil it, but a lot's going to be revealed in issue 6, and it's going to take a wild turn. So I really think Aaron's going to prove it. And I can't wait to write it. And I really hope everyone's going to dig it. But yeah, it's going to be fun 6 issues. Fun 6 issues. Guarantee it. Nonstop. Just.
Now, you got. I saw the Kickstarter for issue 2 and issue 3. Have you guys done the Kickstarter for issue 4 already? Or?
Oh, actually, we didn't do a Kickstarter for issue 3. Just the first 2 issues.
Oh, okay.
As far as issues 3 through 6, they're all going to go straight to Lunar.
Nice.
So,
nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. That pleases me to hear it. I mean, Kickstarter's cool and all, but I don't think you guys need to crowdfund anymore.
I think it's pretty much art books and everything else now. And Halloween specials or whatever. We're going to do blah blah blah. Just that's what's going to be on Kickstarter. But yeah, it's wild now. It's all going to go straight to Lunar.
Now I can imagine. I don't know if you want to divulge this, but my personal bias has this cracking 6 figures as far as the order numbers. Tell me I'm in the ballpark.
For issue 2?
Issue 1.
Oh, issue 1? Oh, yeah, it did. Absolutely, it did. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I would think that'd be easy to break the six-figure number.
Yeah, it's Merck's. It was on Kickstarter. It's Merck's highest grossing book on Kickstarter.
That's phenomenal. That's phenomenal.
Yeah.
So I know you talked about not being directly involved with Merck going forward. What else is out there for you besides Merck? I mean,
trying to figure out how much I can divulge.
Okay.
I can say I will be working. There are multiple projects. I'll be working with a former Rob Liefeld studio artist with. Got a couple projects. They're going to
Georgia.
What's that?
The guy in Georgia? Our mutual?
No, not him. Not yet. Not yet.
Oh.
Hopefully, I can't say that. I haven't talked to Dan. It's like I would love to. I would love to do something with him. It's another mutual friend of his. I'll say I'll be. I got a project coming down the pike with. They're hopefully will be announced at New York Comic Con, and both he knows. As soon as he mentioned the projects to me, like I was just so excited. I'm like, it wasn't guaranteed, wasn't locked in. I just started typing away story outlines. I'm like, this is what I want to happen, blah blah blah, and just he's like, dude, he's like, I just gave the go ahead to this. How do you have this already done? I'm like, I was just excited. I wanted to write the story, and I got two great ideas for stories for him that I want to tell. I hope he loves them. I haven't heard back yet. I'll talk to him at New York Comic Con. If they're approved, I can't wait for you guys to read them because they're going to be so kick-ass. Can't wait.
Awesome. It seems like Merck's really expanding this universe with Death Rage and with Miss Meow. Mm-hmm. Please tell me you're going to be involved in that expansion somehow, some way.
I had another meeting with the creative director. We're going to have another meeting to discuss pitches. Okay. And I've got a couple pitches. So
now watch. I'm going to say this, and then Martin. By the way, chat. If you guys got any questions for Dolan, please feel free to shout them out. But I'm going to say this, and Martin's going to accuse me of kissing up to you and asking you out on a date. Though, tell Sean he needs to lock you down to an exclusive, lucrative six-figure contract.
Oh, I wish. I think he'd be laughing right now if you were sitting there. He'd be like, "Yeah, right."
He's like, I don't even get six figures.
Trust, I'm trying to get him to do that. Like I'm sending him. I'm telling everyone, buy a copy of Born of Blood, read it, and if you like it, please message Sean. Please contact Sean on Facebook, email him, whatever. Let him know how much you enjoyed it. Because I'm trying to convince him, dude, this is a good comic. All right, this is not people just blowing smoke up your ass. This is a legit good comic. All right.
Yes, Sean is very interactive and real communicative, and I reached out to not only Sean but to Murphy as well and let him know, hey, you got something good here. So
what'd they say?
Sean was like, cool, awesome to hear that. Murphy was a little more succinct. It was an email form, so a female and some stranger emailing you out of the night, out of the blue. But yeah, man, we were definitely going to bat for you, just telling the truth. In a world of mediocrity, when something stellar comes out, you have to spotlight it and lock it down, I think. That's why I got Squirrel.
These number 2, the Kickstarter variants and stuff, are those still available somewhere?
I think they shut down the backer kit. I don't know. It's like there's a link on the Kickstarter to go to the backer kit. It may be cut off by now. But I do know the books should be coming in soon. I know they were printed. They should be coming in soon. They should hopefully have some extras, because there will be extras, for damages and whatnot.
Yeah.
So there should be some available at Merck eventually when they're done fulfilling the initial orders.
On that note, you mentioned damages. Lunar is by far the industry leader as far as packaging. If you have 1 to 2, maybe 3 damages on a Lunar, that's because the UPS driver was playing soccer with it. But
yeah, and even then, that's hard to do because the Lunar boxes are padded or wrapped. It's like a box within boxes. It's like it's hard to do. It's not like a Diamond box.
No, Diamond's second best. It's Penguin was the bad boy.
Yeah, Penguin's really they've stepped down their game. Yeah,
that's crazy. So after the 6 issues, without divulging too much with Merck and whatnot, what's what's next for Born of Blood? We're going to see another miniseries. We're going to see some more Born of Blood stories.
There are plans, schemes for another Born of Blood series. I do know. I mean, Sean, they all want to do after the initial 6 issues. There are plans. It's going to happen. It will happen.
Damn.
I can't divulge. We're talking.
Okay.
We're talking. Yeah.
Okay. So can you foresee the model of like what Hellboy does, a mini-series with this IP?
You know, with the story we want to tell, yeah, actually, I could. Yes, absolutely.
You would think in that timepiece, there's just countless, stories you could tell, and I want all 6 of them. Audrey says,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tried, but the CFO was like, "We had a bad month here, and I tried.
It happens.
I did. I mean, we got a lot of those Miss Meow books still, and the ratios. But what else you got, Squirrel?
We got some of the insides of number 2 here. Okay.
Oh,
Just
snaps.
blood everywhere.
Slit throats. I love it. I love it. See, I've got 5 daughters, and this is the kind of book I would let them read and be like her. Be like her.
Number 2? Be like her? Number 2? Really?
No. Just be like.
I did. Like I said, I've read number 2, and I dig number 1. I completely dig number 2. But yeah, it's not a book you're going to let your young ones read. Definitely not.
No.
And that's good. It's for the adult. It's for everybody in the chat right here. You're going to definitely like it because look, there's some interesting poses right there.
Yes.
We got a question from the Wednesday Warrior. It says, Dolan, do you see yourself jumping into the superhero ring? You got any superhero stories you want to tell?
I'm doing one with Sean. It's his series Power Hour. You guys might have heard of it. I'm not sure. You might have gotten a copy or two.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, issue one was all right. It was okay, and he asked me to come on to help co-write it with him with issue 2 and on. And issue 2 is a big step up, story-wise. We're going to be expanding the story, and there are plans, schemes for how it's going to go. Sean likes where it's headed. He loves my ideas, what I got planned for it. So yeah, that is my first initial jump into superpowers. But I'm hoping it's really one of my few because I mean, I'll be honest with you, like you said, you bring up Marvel, DC. I honestly do not foresee myself, nor do I want to, write for Marvel or DC. As far as I'm concerned, they've shot themselves in the foot. And a guy like me, I'm not welcome there, from what I understand. So
I think you'd be shackling yourself going to a place like that because it's no, I mean, all of the rumors flying around about DC right now, and it's
if they're holding on and promoting Teenie Howard, you guys have fun. I'm going over here. I'm going to tell stories.
Audrey says, as a female, I think it's amazing. I haven't read it yet, but I've looked at the art. So yeah, it's a very empowering. Yeah, this is right in Audrey's wheelhouse. For those of us that haven't heard of Power Hour, can you give us the elevator pitch version of it?
Yeah. So a girl, she discovers a book, and I'm not going to explain why. Just quick pitch. She discovers a book. She's able to decipher in the book that she can. She's able to create a potion that she then turns into a chewable that grants her one superpower for an hour. That is it. One superpower for an hour. That is it. And we're going to divulge more of that story, the book, all of that in the upcoming stories, in the upcomoming issues.
And that's available on Kickstarter?
Issue 1 was. I do know issue 2 isn't done yet. We're waiting for the art. The art is taking a long time on this. It's driving Sean nuts. It's driving me nuts. It should have been done by now. We should be working on issue 3 right now.
Phil, get him issue 2.
What's that?
We have our resident in-house artist that we're proud of, Phil Hernandez. He's an up-and-comer, man. If you guys need an artist, go to Old Man Phil Draws on IG and check out his work.
Okay, yeah, we will, because I mean this artist has taken a long time and it's driving us nuts. I mean it's aggravating when you're trying to tell the story and you can't because the artist is just like, oh man, it's frustrating. But
See, I told you Martin would have said something funny. Should have sent some candy. Spoiler. Hey, if I was you, I would have sent him a T-shirt. Right? Am I right? If you know, you know. Oh man.
Yeah, some of these variants for Power Hour on the Kickstarter. Wow.
Sean, Sean does, and effectively, Sean will do a variant for, because it's his own book. It's for Black Ops Publishing. It's his own cell phone title and publishing line. He will do a different variant for every show he goes to. So there will be New York Comic Con exclusives for Power Hour. He's already here. He showed us. They're live on the Comics Elite store right now. You can get pre-orders. They are ridiculous. He's got so many lined up, so many he's holding on to. He hasn't even revealed yet. It's ridiculous.
The what is it? The Daphne and Velma cover there for Power Hour #1.
That's insane.
Yeah, that's a bit intense right there. There'd be a lot of little black boxes over the screen.
He's got one he just released of the mermaids for Power Hour #1 on the website. Comics Elite. You see that? It's like that's a story I'd love to write right there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, and there's like the Okay, I'm gonna put that away.
I'll be heading over there after we get off here and buying more of your merch. So,
Yeah.
What else you got, Squirrel?
No,
Show us
this is.
some pretty pictures.
I think this is the end of the pretty pictures. I'm liking in the top right there. That's basically an entire page of that kind of Sin City-esque kind of artwork right there, and I really like that one where there's just blood and the black and white, just blood everywhere.
Yeah, and that's how I mean. Like, bear in mind, so I've told everyone a lot of this. This art team is in South America. They don't speak English, so a lot of we're back to issue 1, issue 2. I'm having to find the perfect picture references for them to use for the art, and a lot of the work is on me to do this. I mean, granted, they're drawing it, which is great. There's a lot of hard work in itself, absolutely. But I'm having to show perfectly how I want them angled, how I want it to be displayed, all that stuff. And they nailed that montage. That's how I had it, an art style. Like that's how I wanted them to do it. And this art team, they're doing a terrific job. I can't credit them enough. Carlos Beccaria is amazing. He's nailed everything I wanted him to do. If there are any corrections, he's done. He's nailed them. Yeah, so one of these pages may foretell what's going to happen later on in the book. But yeah, that down the bottom right, that a lot of women I show that to, they're like, "Woo!" That gets them a little hot under the collar.
Yeah, there's a lot of those that Audrey's definitely going to enjoy reading this one. But yeah, that I had to crop that one down and cut off some portions of it because there was a bit much.
Yeah, I mean, look, these are Spartans, all right? So really, I mean, if you go back to the shows like Rome or Spartacus, there you go.
Yeah, they're walking around like that. Yeah.
Yes, that is. Yeah. Sorry, not sorry.
Not sorry. No, don't never apologize for that.
Yeah.
In the hood, we called that tailgating. You gotta ride them that close, better pull their hair.
I was picking different panels and everything to kind of show off the internals or the interiors, whatever you want to call it. And I had to stop myself because I'm like, I'm basically going to give away the entire story if I keep doing it.
It's really, yeah, you can. I mean, like all my panels serve a purpose, and any one can spoil the story. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's why I was trying to be very selective and keeping some of the word bubbles out and everything too. Like, you're going to get it and you're going to read it and you're going to love it.
You're going to get the bang for your buck. Trust me.
Yeah.
I almost want to issue a money back guarantee, but like I said, times are kind of lean. Shoot, I had another question. I know you do a lot of comics reviews.
Yeah.
What'd you think of The Vanish, or that book that came out this week with Cates and Stegman?
I liked it. I really liked it. So Kyle, not Kevin, my brother, he liked it more than I did because he grew up, I guess, reading the Harry Potter books and watching Harry Potter movies. So he was able to, make better connections with the characters and what's going on in the book. I couldn't because I didn't read the books, didn't watch the movie. I still enjoyed it, but Kyle enjoyed it more because he was able to make those connections. And when he explained it to me, I'm like, okay, that all makes sense. But yeah, I thought it was good. I thought it was a good start. I like what he's doing.
Harry Potter meets the boys.
Yeah, effectively, yeah. I would say, yeah.
With Highlander.
Yeah, with a little bit of Highlander there too. Except instead of taking heads, you're taking rings. Yep, that's.
See, y'all, I was telling you, don't sleep on Vanish, and I'm telling you right now, don't sleep on Born of Blood. Issue 1 drops next week. We got 4 covers to choose from. I almost want to say money back guarantee because I know I won't have to pay anything, but it is phenomenal. What'd you think of this week's Bloodshot?
I was not a fan. All
right, we gotta go now. No.
Well, there's a great story there. I think they executed it incorrectly.
How would you have done it?
What's that?
How would you have done it?
Well, I think I would have ended it. Well, one of the things I would have done, I would have ended it with him blowing his brains out multiple times, trying to not begin it that way, end it that way. I would have had more splash pages with John Davis Hunt, because John Davis Hunt is a terrific artist, fantastic. His Shadow Man series, his art on the Shadow Man was amazing, and he really showcased, like, in splash pages and smaller panels, like how great his art is, how detailed it is. I think the writer did a disservice to him by having him do anywhere between 7 to 15 panels on a page. I'm like, that is not how you do John Davis Hunt artwork. You can't do that. Yeah. He had no splash pages at all. And I thought that was a bad move. And I would have gotten rid of the female government agent. I think she was really, she slowed down the issue itself. I think what she was saying and narrating, that stuff that Bloodshot could have told us what he was being sent to do. I did like the super soldier aspect, but it was small things that they executed incorrectly that could have made it a really solid comic.
I can see that with the agent, but she also has one of, I think, the best lines in that first issue, where she asks him if it hurt, and he was like, "Yeah, it hurt a lot."
Okay.
And then she's like, "I was afraid you were going to say that," and then, yeah, that was I liked that part right there. I was like, "Man, that's intense." But I can understand how, kind of like an internal monologue or something, he's just narrating what she was saying. It would have probably been a little bit better. Yeah, you're right.
Valiant, if you're listening, take this advice, man. Less is more sometimes, but
absolutely.
All right, issue 1 dropping this week in stores. You know, we're gonna support you, promote you, and do everything we can to help you out. Issue 2, the orders for issue 2 are due this weekend, so if you want to stick on board with that and add it to your poll, just give us a shout out. I don't know how you are on time, Dolan, but right about now
we got time. I am just hanging out. Yeah,
you want to hang out and check out our FOC?
Let's do it. Absolutely.
Normally we battle it out, but with a special guest and a special issue right here, we're gonna just do a streamlined version. So we're giving the top 12 FOC picks for this week, and that's this thing right here. I'm personally okay with not doing the battle this week because the kid, the champion, holds the belt for another week.
The imaginary belt that doesn't exist, yeah.
I'm just saying. But we're going to get started here with number 12.
Número 12.
Yeah. Halloween! Seekers of the Seven Keys, number 1. Pumpkin fans unite. Okay. I had no idea what Halloween was until I saw this and started researching it.
Are you kidding me?
When this speed metal band started, I was in kindergarten.
No excuse. So was I. No excuse.
I had no idea, and not to mention I was in kindergarten, but I was in a completely different country.
What?
This is a German band.
No, they're
not. German speed metal band. from the 1980s. Yeah. But it's pretty cool. All of their album covers kind of revolved around certain characters, and these are the characters you see on these covers. And there's stories and stuff involving these characters. Yeah. I think it's going to be interesting. This cover right here is actually a wraparound cover. This is kind of the light side. The back is kind of the dark side. So, Godfathers of Melodic Speed Metal. All right. I listened for about an hour on YouTube of their music.
Uh-huh.
You know who Tenacious D is, right?
Yeah.
With Jack Black.
Yeah.
Okay.
Blasphemy.
Imagine Jack Black sat down for an entire day and listened to something and then tried to imitate it, and that was Tenacious D. That's basically what these guys are.
But they came out like 30 years before Tenacious D.
Yeah, no, it did. It came out definitely several decades before Tenacious D. I'm more interested in the stories of their characters, especially this little wizard guy down here and the little pumpkin guy playing the guitar. Nice. I like it. But as far as the music is concerned, don't listen to the music because it's gonna sour you for the book. Okay, just read the book and make your opinion from there, because Opus has been doing a lot of really good stuff. Okay.
Yeah, Death Dealer. That's their book for me. That's where it's at. But a lot of them are band and music related. A lot of the titles.
The Evanescence one, I've been enjoying that. It's kind of overly artsy, but it's a relaxing kind of read. Like, oh, that's cool. That's interesting. But yeah, no, Death Dealer, definitely man's book. I like it.
Crystal Planet has been great. I love the fact that they're spotlighting most of these metal bands that have that crossover appeal. I just can't wait.
Just covers.
I can't wait. I can't wait till they get a hold of Anthrax, because Anthrax is just big comic book band, big. How many Halloween albums you got in your collection, Dolan, or on your playlist?
None.
Yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said. Anyways, I'm going to definitely pick this one up because I'm interested in reading the stories of these horror trope style characters. So I'm a big horror fan when it comes to my comics. So all this stuff I'm into.
What do your musical taste like, Dolan?
It's all over the place, really. I mean, I love listening to everything from Johnny Cash all the way up to stuff now. Like in my playlist in my car, it can go anywhere from Johnny Cash to the Eagles to Eddie Money to
NWA.
Actually, I think I do have some NWA on there. I think I got one or two on there, but it goes all over the place. So.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Brooks and Dunn. I got violin music on there. I've got Through the Fires and Flames on there. It's a lot of craziness goes on my playlist.
Yeah, and I got Rod Stewart on there too. Just randomly Rod Stewart pop up. It's like, what?
You always got to keep that Never Gonna Give You Up in your back pocket too, just so you can rickroll people.
All right, keep it going.
Was it Unse? Is that what it is?
Once.
Unse?
Once.
Okay. This is on you.
As soon as it pops up.
It's popped up.
Not on my end.
Oh, see? Okay, chopping block number 1. This is cover A. The dilapidated mansion on the hill overlooking the happy little town of Harmony sparks the curiosity of the local goth kids, the suspicion of the town sheriff, and the hunger of entities dark and demonic. But the hockey mask wearing loner who lives there just wants to be left alone to collect spleens, chainsaw sorority girls, and make mother proud. It sounds silly. And the artwork right down here, it says the homicidal maniac and the Addams family. Yeah, it looks funny. It looks cartoony. It's got to have some sort of horror thing to it. I like it. I dig it. Chainsaw sorority girls.
You had me at Addams family.
It had me at chainsaw sorority girls.
I'm checking it out.
All right, moving right along. Number 10.
Eventually, the image will pop up on my end.
Which one? Where are you at?
I got that dial up. Someone used the phone.
Yeah, okay. All right, so here we go. Number 10. This one.
Yeah, I read this series about a year ago. It was really good.
Oh, you've already read this.
Well, there were there was a Postmaster series last year, I believe. Or am I thinking of another series? I forget. It sounds familiar. It's reminding me of another series I think that Zenoscope did, like this. But anyway, I'm sorry. I thought it was something else. Never mind.
No, it might very well be this. It might very well be this. It's got basically the old Kevin Costner movie, The Postman.
Yeah.
That's basically what it is, except this guy has samurai swords, and I like it.
Oh, like Blind Fury with Rutger Hauer, right?
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
That was a great movie. Yeah, in a post-pandemic America, hey now, one of the only things still remotely functioning is the mail sometimes. But with mass casualties to their ranks, the Postal Service has been forced to adapt to a consistently more aggressive set of routes with less and less carriers to service them. Sounds like current pandemic. Everything these days is post-pandemic, post-apocalyptic. The shit hits the fan, you know.
It's like these are all comic ideas or ideas that were written 2 years ago or whatever, and they're just now coming out. It's like, oh, this is not going to age well. But,
yeah, no, exactly, because, I mean, here we are.
Yeah. All right, what else you got?
I got number 9. You ready for this one?
Eventually. No.
Oh, interesting.
You got it?
He sees it before. I'm still stuck on Postmasters.
Oh, you're still stuck on
wow.
This is a Hellboy in Love. Okay, me personally, not the biggest Hellboy fan.
Yeah.
Wait, so you don't like Hellboy or Halloween, but you like Cradle of Filth.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
All right.
The covers on Cradle of Filth, though. I mean, come on now. It's just, I'm a cover buyer.
I love all things Hellboy. I love all things of Mike Mignola. So
yeah. Hellboy has been assigned to patrol a train route where goblins have been stealing from passengers. Their latest victim, Anastasia, is a researcher and archaeologist transporting valuable artifacts to a museum, and she's not going to let them go without a fight. Rather than stay behind, she teams up with Hellboy to chase the light-fingered Fae through the British countryside and into a local punk show.
yeah,
Hey, there you go, right? I'm all right with that.
that's my jam.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, Mike Mignola.
I'm down.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know. Hellboy's never done it for me. I mean, I've tried the movies. I've tried reading some of the comics. I can't do it.
What about you, Dolan? You a big Hellboy fan?
I'm like Squirrel. I'm very cool on Hellboy. I'm like, it's one of those concepts where like I should love it, but for some reason I just can't. I can't click with it. There's something missing about it. I don't know what it is.
Yep, exactly.
I think it's all right. It's a fun concept, but for me, it just doesn't. It's just not clicking. There's something not there. It's not. Let me think. Oh my god, this is amazing. It's yeah.
Okay. To each their own.
Yeah.
You're canceled. I'm just kidding.
Some of us like Exterminator, some of us don't. So yeah.
Yeah, exactly. We got number 8.
Ocho. Eventually. Sooner or later.
Ooh.
Yes, this one's going to be interesting. You see it yet?
Nope.
No. How long does it take?
I'm still on 8. Oh, there we go. Nightfall double feature number 1, cover A, 64 double page feature. 2 tales of terror from the creative teams of the Autumnal and the Plot and Resonant. The Cemeterians, after human bones begin growing inside inanimate objects all across the globe. Yada, yada, yada. It's spooky. It's Halloween time. You guys will love it because you guys like all that creepy stuff, like Creepshow and stuff of nightmares.
I like the other one here, though. The family's cross-country road trip goes off the map and into the unforgiving wilds of Joshua Tree National Park. When mom and wife-to-be Helen succumbs to a malevolent force tucked inside an abandoned camping trailer. I like that. I want to read that. The whole Bones Cemetery one, but the bottom one, yes, definitely on that one.
It sounds much better than Creepshow. I'll say that because for me, I was not a big fan of Creepshow. Should have been better. This sounds really damn good.
I'll agree with Creepshow should have been better. I binge watched the entire series that's out right now on Shudder before I read the comic. It's a cool like throwback to Tales from the Crypt. I like it.
Yeah.
But
Phil, I told you.
here, the covers for these. Okay, this is cover A. We've got a cover B and a cover C. Cover C.
I love it.
That cover C is awesome. A drive-in with that ghost skeleton coming at you. Oh,
I love the distressed pulp novel look to it. You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
yeah. Something you get at half-price books. I love
oh
it.
yeah, that old. You found a VHS tape in the Goodwill or something like that. Yeah,
There you go.
exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Phil, I told you things have been lean, so we had to make some cuts. All right, I can't afford net zero right now. Maybe a web crawler.
I just had my neighbor come over today while I was out feeding my horses, and she's like, "Do you have really good internet?" And I'm like, "Well, yes, I do. I've got fiber optic internet. I'm out in the middle of nowhere where everybody around me has satellite dishes, and their high-speed internet is like 5 megs per second." And I'm like, "No." So
And that's why you're the producer.
yeah, she asked me. She was like, "Oh, well, let me get the information for your." Yep, there you go. You want
Yeah,
good
throw it
internet.
my way, please.
Yeah, it's fast. I think about it, and it happens.
Damn.
Number 7.
Sit there.
Ooh.
Yes, this one right here. Oh, it sounds interesting, and I'm about to go through a line of covers that you're going to have to get them all. Okay, this week's FOC is very, very light. Okay, usually I sit between 30 and 35 books a week that I pick up personally. I'm down around 20, 18 right now. Okay,
Wow.
it's a very light week, but this right here accounts for 5 books that I'm getting. This one book right here for 5 covers. All right, written by director and visual effects artist Jason Howden from Guns Akimbo. I didn't watch that movie, but it's got Harry Potter in it, so that's cool. And Lexi Leone. Monsters of Metal takes iconic creatures on the road as a heavy metal band in this riotous send-up of Live on Tour. Choose your favorite of 5 different character covers by Ryan Christensen, or put together the entire band. Okay, this is the guitar player right here. Then we've got the guitar player and the singer and the drummer and another guitar player.
Wow.
Yes, that pumpkin head right there is absolutely amazing. Just I can hear the sound coming off of that book.
Randy Rhodes. That's my picture. Randy Rhodes right there.
Dig it.
And you got the 1 in 5 and the 1 in 10 right there. Not so great, but definitely cover A, B, C, D, and E. Pick up the whole band. Why not? Oh, look at that.
What? I don't see nothing.
No, it's our good friends over at Feathers and Fluff Farm.
Hey.
Check them out at www.feathersandflufffarm.com, or head on over to Facebook at Feathers and Fluff Cali if you want to pick up the chickens, get some hatching eggs, all that good stuff. The cool thing is tomorrow I'm going to a poultry show, and I'm taking a couple of my chickens with me to get them rated. Hopefully they win some prizes.
That's our sponsor, so I got to hit them up for some ducats so I can upgrade my internets.
The sponsor. I do it for free.
The sponsor.
Find your own little Jerry Seinfeld.
Number 6.
Cease.
Pull all of them for me. Look at that right there. Bam. See? Man after my own heart right there. Wednesday Warrior.
And Phil. Watch, Phil's going to grab them all, too.
Yeah, I think Phil will get them all. I'm getting them all. There you go.
Eventually.
The smoke signal's coming your way?
No, not yet.
No.
Not yet. Da-na-na. Dolan, tell me what it is.
Damn them all. Number 1.
Take it.
From Sally Spurrier and Charlie Edlard.
All right. It's supposed to be for fans of. I read something's killing the children in there and whatnot.
Yeah. In this dark supernatural thriller for fans of We Have Demons, that sells it for me right there. I loved We Had Demons. And Something's Killing the Children. Meet Ellie, Bloody L. Hawthorne, a cultist for hire, following the death of Ellie's uncle, an infamous magician and occult detective. The 72 devils of the Ars Goetia are mysteriously freed from their infernal realm. And she's going to go around picking some butt and using a claw hammer to do it.
I like that style.
Yeah. What I really like is that cover C is a foil cover. And all of that red in foil is just going to pop off that page. I'm going to like it a lot.
Dolan, if I can make one recommendation, get some foil on your blood.
Actually, no, we talked about that. I think we've talked about maybe doing like a spot foil blood or something like that. So it's
Sick.
there are plans. Yeah.
Or go back to that old blood strike, rub the blood, This blood
Yes. Yeah. I talked to Fraga about that. Yeah. I would love to do that.
Now, this book, a lot of times when a book has insane ratios, they're trying to tell you something.
Buy more books.
This book has a 1 in 250 ratio.
That is insane.
I got the 1 in 250s for what was it? Gunslinger, She Spawn, and Scorched, and Kingspawn. Gunslinger, Scorched, and Kingspawn. Because
Baller.
I mean, it's Toddy Mack. What's gonna you can't do no wrong. Except
right now he can't. He's on firing all cylinders.
Now he needs to calm down with Batman's cape. That's all I got to say.
Once he's publishing all the DC books.
Yeah, that's the big rumor out right now that he's going to be taking over all of that.
It wouldn't hurt things, I'll say that.
No, it wouldn't. But Batman would definitely have cape to spare.
Some girls got ass for days. Toddy's got some capes for weeks.
I completely understand why Spawn has it. Batman doesn't need it.
Yes, he does.
Number 5.
Say go.
This cover is just, this is ridiculous. Now this is the whole, right here.
I'll chime in once it comes up.
Harley Quinn, the animated series Legion of Bats, number 1. This is cover B. When last we checked in with Harley, she ate, she banged, and she killed. The whole eat, bang, kill tour? Yes.
Hey.
But now it's time for something a little different. Fresh out of the events of Harley Quinn, the animated series Season 3, Harley has found herself a part of a highly unlikely team, the Bat Family. I tried watching the Harley Quinn animated series on, what was it, HBO Max?
Mm-hmm.
It's a bit much. It's way over the top. A lot of needless cursing and all this other stuff just to kind of be edgy and cool.
Wait, you're saying something is needless cursing?
I mean, it is my operational language, but still.
Yeah. I mean, some guys speak binary, you speak sailor. You and Audrey, both.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't get behind the cartoon.
No, but this cover right here is just ridiculous. I like it.
Oh, in a good way. Okay.
Oh, yeah, no, I can't remember the artist. They've done a couple of the Batman ones where it's kind of like that crochet work. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Dolan, what did you read this week that really caught your eye, or that really turned your crank?
That I didn't like?
No, that you did like.
Oh, that did like? Oh, geez, we did our live stream earlier. We were talking about all the books that we hated. But I remember Gunslinger. I really love Gunslinger Spawn. It was really damn good. I told Sean. Sean talks to Brett Booth all the time because he's working with Brett. He's telling Brett, like we said, it's one of the best books of the year right now. Shirtless Bear Fighter 2, I thought was fantastic. I forget the other. World's Finest is really damn good. But yeah, Gunslinger Spawn never disappoints. It is always terrific.
Boy Thunder.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Mark Waid's doing a kick-ass job on it.
Mm-hmm.
It breaks my heart to say something positive about Mark Waid, so I'll just leave it alone. He's not a nice dude. He's not a nice dude. Numero 4.
So where are you at?
4. Strange Academy Finals number 1. This is the Humberto Ramos cover. Freshman year is almost over. From day one, people have been wondering who is the savior of Strange Academy and who can bring it all down. The future of Marvel Magic is going to be decided here, and it will take far more than the Sorcerer Supreme in his school if Magic has a chance. Scotty Young's writing it, so I might have to check it out.
Absolutely. I will be there for this.
You know, Scotty Young's writing, Scotty Young's artwork. I'm all about it. I like it all. Scotty Young does good work.
Almost as good as Dolan.
Thank you.
Number 3.
Tres. Come on, we're getting there. We're getting there. Eventually.
Yeah. Can you see this one now?
Mm-mm.
No.
The kids are on the phone. I'm telling you, man. My whole line's screwed up.
The GCPD, the Blue Wall, number 1. Still relatively early in her tenure as GCPD commissioner, Renee Montoya sets out to rebuild her department and restore public faith in the historically troubled PD during some of the worst conditions it's ever seen. But Renee can't do it alone. In order for her plan to work, everyone from the topmost officials all the way down to the most fresh-faced new officers must contend with the harsh realities of being a symbol of law and order in a city of superpowered saviors and superhuman lawlessness. That is a wall and a half of text.
Yeah, it is. Written by John Ridley, so I'm sure it's going to be a cops bad, agenda.
Naturally. I mean, he's doing that in the I Am Batman series, so
yeah,
it should be no different here.
Yeah.
He also has Renee Montoya in it, who is written as an absolute see you next Tuesday in the book.
Yes, indeed. Absolutely.
I am very much not looking forward to this. I will read it. I'm not looking forward to it.
He does good documentaries. I will say that, but that's about it. Not the comics, no.
Number 2.
With a bullet. No, wait, that's number 1. Duh. It's one of those.
Riddler Year 1, number 1.
Didn't we just get this in one bad day?
Yeah, no, he did. Yeah, it just did one bad day. This is basically going to be kind of the same story, I'm assuming. Just an extended version.
To catch it, they released this. What's even funnier is that they released this in novel form before the movie came out for the Batman. If you didn't read that, but there we go.
I think I watched 4.5 hours of that Batman movie and still had another 6.5 hours of it to go. And I was like, no, I'm done. I'm stopping.
I saw it once. Once was enough. I never plan on watching it again.
Yeah, I could not make it through the whole thing. It was painful to watch. Mm-hmm. But, spoiler, you wanted cover B on this because it's is it a Jim Lee cover, I think?
Did I?
Yeah.
I was drunk. I don't remember.
I couldn't for the life of me find cover B. But the cool thing about cover C is it's a Steven Subic cover, and it's this is a 6-issue run. The whole 6 issues is a connecting cover for cover C's.
Edward Nashton. So what's all right, sure, whatever.
Edward Nashton?
Yeah, not Edward Nigma, Edward Nashton.
All right, sure.
Yeah. But again, this has a retailer incentive 1 in 250.
And see, stuff like this is why Toddy Mack is going to take over.
Yeah, I don't know. But I'm a sucker for connecting covers. So I'm going to get these.
All right, I can't wait.
I like covers.
It's true. You can like what you like.
Yeah.
We won't cancel you for it.
Number 1.
I wonder what it is.
What do you think it is?
I know what it's not.
Oh, shit. Oh.
that came as a surprise.
Yeah, it was. I'm trying to think, like, what else is coming out that way? Oh, fuck.
Yeah, your book!
Yeah. No. Out of everything that I've seen on the FOC, I'm looking forward to getting this one because, I mean...
He's not just saying that because you're here.
No, there's not much on the list, mind you. Mm-hmm. And this is probably the best read you're going to get out of this week's FOC.
Thank you, and I really think you will. I don't get me wrong, it's like I've already read issue 1. I've read the the book, because I'm sure you saw the inside. It's different from the Kickstarter variant. The opening page is gone and everything. But I think issue 2 is, in my opinion, I believe issue 2 is much more powerful and better, and with much more surprises in it than issue 1. So I really think you'll get, if you liked issue 1, if you're cool on it, you'll love issue 2.
Yes, absolutely.
I can say 1,000% Audrey's going to love issue 2. It's that other arsenal in her quiver of weapons that she learns to use, right in her wheelhouse.
Well, Audrey, if you want to be friends with me, you can send me a friend request on Facebook.
There you go.
My name is Dolan Waddick. You want to find me on there?
I need to go ahead and do that.
Yeah, you do.
You were like, oh, send us to my email the link for the show, and I was like, I had to wait and get it from Spoiler because I'm not in the conversations or the little message groups that you guys are doing right now.
What other covers you got?
Oh, that I showed them all earlier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, those are all. But we do have an honorable mention. I've got an honorable mention this one because it is a milestone issue. Rick and Morty number 100. Cover E and F just look awesome.
Look, Martine's jealous again. Go ahead and wipe that smudge off your faces, fellas. But yeah, good number 1. He's just jealous.
A cover by for me. I'm not a big fan of these window shades ones, but this one's pretty cool. Really cool in the fact that it's got the gold goblin in the window there. So yeah, that's good.
In my opinion, honestly, that concept of the gold goblin, to me it just looks so goddamn lazy and not even a goblin. It's a Power Ranger. Yeah. I don't understand. I don't get it. No, none of the editors are saying anything to these creators. Like, no, this is lazy. Fix it. This is just bland.
But it's going to be one of those. Oh, this is a first this, or this is a first that, or you have to. Yep, exactly.
He's been optioned. Blah blah blah. He's going to be in a video game, and
yep, 100%.
Speaking of options, did you read Rogues Gallery from Image?
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah.
Not a fan?
No, I'm not. Issue 3. I mean, issue 3 was the better of the 3 books right now. I hated issue 2. Did not like issue 1. But it is what it is. It's whatever.
Yep. But it's optioned.
No, Don Cheadle, yeah, he got it. So what are you reading that you enjoy right now? I mean, that we haven't already covered.
It's a lot of honestly, it's a lot of indies I'm loving right now. Do a Power Bomb, Gunslinger Spawn, Pentagram of Horror, Rad Wraith.
Yes.
Did you happen to get your hands on that Frank Miller Presents Ashcan?
Yes, we got a box of the second prints in here. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Ronin. That looks really good. The other one by
The Deal?
Yeah, I'm like, we'll see. But I can't wait to read the preview and see the Sin City in the Old West. I can't wait to read that. That's the one I'm looking forward to the most.
You know, with all the hype that Bad Idea gets for doing bad ideas, you would think Merc would get twice as much because A, you got better artwork, B, you got better stories. If you could just pass along to Sean, you need a signal boost or something, you know. No one's really talking about Merc, and
you're right. I mean, what we're there are other YouTube channels like I talk with. They do promote our stuff on their channels, which we're very grateful for. But yeah, I mean, a lot of the big outlets don't talk about us. The last time Bleeding Cool did talk about Merc, I think, was the Ash Maddie Squid Game variant from last year we had at New York Comic Con. But yeah, I really wish I really hope with Born of Blood coming out, I hope that a lot of them do read and review it. I do know Gabe Hernandez at Comical Opinions, he's going to be reviewing issue 2. The review's coming out next week. But I really wish they would gain more traction. It's really upsetting. I'll say that.
We're going to do everything we can in our power on all our platforms to push it. So
Thank you.
No, thank you for
Yeah,
coming
because
on.
we're working our asses off. I'm working my ass off on Born of Blood. You know, granted, people aren't reading it. I like to think I'm telling a kick-ass story, and I hope people stumble upon it somehow.
I agree. So you're going to be at New York Comic Con?
Yep, I will be there. I'll be all over the place, signing at different booths. Because I know, for example, we're going to have this bad boy, the J. Ferguson medal for Born of Blood.
No,
Only 50 made.
Can you set one aside for, your favorite West Coast shop?
Absolutely, I can. Yeah.
Nice. Damn, that was easy. This your first show as a pro, or?
I guess you could say I did a few others where the Kickstarters were already out, but this is the first big release, the first big release announcement.
Nice.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. Yeah.
Now, is New York going to make you wear masks or show proof
Yes.
of that?
Yeah, they are. Yeah, so that's fun. So
Yeah.
get to look forward to that.
But are you having to show proof of vax as well, or negative test?
I don't. It wasn't like last year they did, which was not cool. But it is what it is. But this year they're not. They just ask you to wear masks, which is going to be fun, regardless. But I'm just hoping I don't get mugged or stabbed when I'm walking through New York City because it's only gotten worse.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just there's a couple of places that, although I wouldn't mind seeing a New York Comic Con or a C2E2, I didn't lose anything in those cities, so I have no reason to really go to either one of those.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of nope.
Well, if you're ever in this area or San Diego, I can pretty much vouch that you will have security. You and the Merc crew will have round-the-clock security.
Oh, outstanding.
Nice. Well, did we get everything, Squirrel?
I think that's everything on the list for this week.
Dolan, you got anything else besides Born of Blood you want to plug? Where can people find you? Where can they support your products?
You go to mercpublishing.com. They can come to Comics Elite, go to YouTube, go to Comics Elite, where the first channel pops up. Like, subscribe. Every Monday and Tuesday, we will do our reviews of the new books every week. And we do not shill for anyone.
I like it. Audrey's saying, take me with you. I'll protect you.
Thank you.
Martine's going to get jealous. Careful. All right, kids. It's about that time. I want to thank again our special guest, Dolan Waddick, creator, author of Born of Blood. Issue 1 again drops next week. It'll be at your favorite comic shop and mine, Comic Cult. Grab as many as you want. We've got plenty. Squirrel, you got anything?
I'm pretty sure Born of Blood #1 is going to be on Hot Takes Tuesday.
Oh yeah. That's probably going to be book of the week. So, as usual, kids, peace and hair grease.
As always, later, Comic Cult Nation.